Oh man, I can't believe it just did that. I can't believe it just did that. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Remember, you're doing this for a reason, okay? She was right. I should have never done this.
So you mean to tell me you three thought it was a brilliant idea to not notify us of the results of that test, then run off and confront the suspect on your own?
Our apologies, sir. We were
just doing our job now that we have permission to investigate this case.
You what?
That's right. Went and did exactly as you asked and everything. The director says hi, by the way.
Very well, then. I suppose we can cooperate with you two on this case. However, Madam Poppy Barnes, as Chief Forensics Investigator, I do expect you to follow the proper procedure and deliver this information to the correct source.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I may have jumped the gun a bit.
Just ensure it does not happen again. Now, Detective, report.
Yes, ma'am. Ready, Detective Lynn-Yoster?
You may continue, Detective Goodman.
Right. The victim is one Zach Grimley, the librarian at this local establishment.
The cause of death appears to be a single blow to the back of the head. The victim died instantly.
Judging from the width and depth of the wound, it's safe to assume that a weapon similar to a rod or pipe was used. Luckily for us, our culprit decided to leave it here for us.
There also didn't seem to be much of a struggle between the parties involved, and since the blow was to the back of the head, the victim was most likely snuck up on. Meaning, our culprit must have been here before the victim.
We can infer this based upon the body's positioning as it relates to the door and estimated time of death between 2 and 3 a.m. Since the store was closed at the time of death and the door is our only entrance, our victim would have likely seen the intruder and there would have been more evidence of a struggle.
I have just finished comparing the fur that was found at the bookstore with that of Sir Grimley's. It's an exact match.
So he really was the one who stole the cabin wagon books last night.
And now our thief is turned up dead.
If that's the case, then where did all the stolen books go? I don't see them anywhere.
You don't think he put them on the shelves, do you?
I don't think so. They'd probably be all grouped together, and in this small of a library, they'd be fairly noticeable.
Detective Yoster, what is that?
Appears to be a book page. Wait a minute, this book page describes the exact way in which Grimley was killed. Well, minus a few more gruesome details, but those are annotated in the red ink here.
Ah, so it is. Just as I thought.
Huh?
I had my suspicions when those cabin wagon books were stolen, but my theory has now been proven correct. This is the work of the cabin wagon killer.
Cabin wagon killer?
Oh yeah! The cabin wagon killer is an infamous serial killer that mimics the cabin wagon books. Every time a new series is released, the cabin wagon killer strikes, leaving a string of victims exactly as they appear in the books.
Then what's with the notes?
We don't really know. The changes they innate in red seem to be completely arbitrary. The presence of the notes is only constant.
So these pages are some sort of twisted calling card?
Yep, that's cool, huh?
We believe the cabin wagon killer is some crazed fan trying to emulate the books. For instance, the scene highlighted here is the death of a character named Donna, who was also killed from a blow to the back of the head. However, the object used to hit her was a bat in the original text, only changed after the fact in the red ink here.
If they are a crazed fan, why haven't you contacted the author about this?
Unfortunately, the author uses the pen name Quinn Clay, and we have been unable to pinpoint their identity.
Oh, hell yes. A mysterious author and a crazed serial killer. Now this is much more interesting than a bunch of stolen books.
I have always found it odd, the use of red ink. It is a very rare substance that one does not simply come by. This person must be in high regard if that is the case. I myself don't even own such a thing.
No, what? The prosecutor princess herself doesn't own something as prestigious as red ink.
Needless to say, Detective, do you really think some petty thief is more important than a serial killer now?
So if Mr. Grimley stole the books and the cabin wagon killer killed him, does that mean that the cabin wagon killer also took the books?
Gracie! Uncle Lynn!
Uncle?
Lynn?
Jackson, what are you doing here?
Ah, you guys won't believe what I got yesterday. Look! Oh, I'm so excited! After you showed me your collection of the books, Uncle Lynn, I heard there was going to be a new one coming out, and personally, I lost a lot of sleep because of this fact. I really didn't know what to expect in a sequel. I mean, of course, the previous killer that was mentioned could be the new killer, but that would just be plain lazy, and I don't really see a story publisher or a story writer, in fact, doing that. Because why would you recycle a villain, especially in a murder mystery series of all things? It would just... It's like, no, you just move on from one killer to the next, and then boom! It just seems a lot better.
Jackson...
So, I waited all day just to get it. I heard they had been recalled, but don't worry, Uncle Lynn. I'll let you read it when I'm done.
Detective Goodman, Detective Yosta, who is this citizen?
I am so sorry, ma'am. This is my little brother, Jackson. 1 second. Jackson, this is a crime scene. You can't just spring up talking like this.
Oh.
Best to see him home, Detective Goodman. We have it handled here.
But I...
Come on, Jackson. You can talk to Lynn all you want about your new book some other time. Just not at work, okay?
Oh, okay.
So, Uncle Lynn, hmm?
Call me that again, and I'll see that you die a second time.
Madam Poppy Barnes, please take the evidence in for further examination. I doubt there will be any prints on the weapon, but I suppose it doesn't hurt to at least test it.
Ma'am, I could tell you right now if you just let me use...
No, Madam Poppy Barnes, we are not using your little toys. They make a huge mess, and we don't have time to clean that up right now. Yes, I understand they have been very helpful in the past, but we simply don't have time. Remember last week?
What?
Come on. There's so much material and they're distracted.
Really? We can't just...
We can't always play by the rules here, Herod. We'll never get anything done. Ooh, look at this.
A foreclosure notice?
It looks like our poor victim was going under.
But how can that be? Most libraries have sponsors to make sure they can stay open since they don't make much money. Why would such a popular place be going under?
Not sure, but maybe this can tell us. Aha, look at this.
Danny, we should probably tell the others about this now. I know you don't care, but I really don't want to get another lecture.
Fine, have it your way, Herod.
I understand that, Madam Poppy Barnes. However, your chemicals are too new in development to be considered substantial evidence in a court of law at this time. As such, there would be no point in...
Ahem. I have had a vision.
Good God, what are you doing?
Vision?
Congrats, lassie, your ears work. Yes, a vision, and this vision tells me that we have a very important witness on our hands.
Do continue, Sir Daniel DeComp.
That's not my... whatever. Give me a minute. The name's coming to me.
Look, we don't have time for you to mess around like...
I got it. Kate Washington.
Kate Washington?
No, Kate Washington.
And what leads you to the assumption that this Kate Washington character is a suspect or witness?
I don't know. It's just what the spirits told me.
Danny.
What? You can talk to the dead? Oh my god!
Well, I am half dead, so is that so improbable?
He's just messing with you. Mr. Grimley was hanging on to this piece of paper. Her name is at the bottom of it.
Damn it, Harry, why do you always have to spoil the fun?
Looks to be a signature to some kind of letter. May just be an acquaintance of the victim, but any new information as to why Mr. Grimley was stealing a bunch of books may prove useful.
Well, lucky for you, Detective, this doesn't seem to be the only letter that the victim sent to this Kate Washington person. Here are some more envelopes, and this one has her address on it.
Well, then I guess we'd best be off to go have a chat with this Kate Washington person, eh, Frankie, my boy?
Agreed.
Not so fast, gentlemen. Detective Lynn Yoster will be coming with you.
What?
Madam Poppy...
Look, I don't know who you think I am, but I don't need a babysitter.
Madam Poppy Barnes and I will continue to examine the scene here, and I need someone from our department to interrogate this individual.
But shouldn't I wait for Detective Goodman to get back?
That's a good point.
Do not worry, Detective Yoster. I will send her your way when she returns. Now go.
Yes, ma'am. Well, let's get going then.
Hey, so can you really talk with spirits?
Madam Poppy Barnes?
What?
You had to make that big stunt, didn't you?
Of course, who would have it any other way?
I don't understand why I hang out with you.
Come on, you know we're best pals.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to show him my new book.
I know, but you gotta remember Lynn isn't on leave anymore, so he's gonna be a bit more busy from now on.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, come on! Cheer up. You can tell him all about your new book when he gets off work, okay?
Oof!
Jackson, you okay? Gotta make sure you watch where you're going there, bud.
Well, that's nifty, innit? Cabin wagoner review in red, eh? And these had all been recalled. Aren't you a lucky chap?
Yeah! I stayed up all night to make sure I'd be the first one to get it.
Wait, you did what?
Oh, well, ain't that cool? Here you go. Oh my, little corporal. I thought you couldn't be one at your age.
Oh, don't worry, he's not. Just my old recruiter cap.
Yeah.
Oh, well, ain't that sweet? Ha, shoot, I gotta go. A reporter never rests. Very nice speaking with you two.
She was nice.
Come on, you little copper. Let's get you home.
Hey, don't you call me that.
Made it! Hello? Miss Washington? You home? Miss Washington? Miss Washington!
I'm not interested in anything you are selling. Please go away.
Hey, I'm not... I just need to... Oh, hello, my good copper. I seem to be bumping into a lot of those today for some reason. Hopefully nothing shifty's not in the works.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. Just a wee bit concerned, nothing more.
Are you Kate Washington?
Me? Oh, no, sir. The name's Rosabelle Wellington, reporter extraordinaire for the Naybrook Times, at your service.
Reporter for the Naybrook Times? What are you doing here?
Well, Kate Washington is an historian. I thought I would pop on by to see if I could get an interview about when the ABS first started making its rounds.
You don't seem that interested in this story.
Oh, no. Me editor won't let me in on either big stories.
That's fascinating, ma'am. However,
It's not fair! They keep giving all the interesting leads to Samuel, but just you wait. I'm going to surpass him someday.
Ma'am, we really...
So I keep thinking to myself, well, if I just do what they ask with a big smile on my face, they're sure to throw me a bone one day, right? So even if these may not be the most interesting stories to report on, I will do my best to...
Ma'am! We need you to leave the premises now. We need to talk to the resident here. She's currently under police investigation.
Oh.
Yep, that's right. She may be linked to the victim in a series of serial killings named Zach Grimley.
DeComp!
What?
Serial killings, you say? Now that is way more interesting than the history of the ABS. Will you let me sit on this interrogation, please, 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 please?
No. This case is high profile, and as such, we cannot have any—
Oh, come on, sir, please! I will sit in the back and not make a peep. You won't even know I'm there.
Fine, but one word and I'm throwing you out there myself. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Look, I am really not interested. If you don't leave, then I will have to call the police?
Good morning, ma'am. We need to talk to you about a current investigation. May we come in?
I figured something like this may happen. Follow me. Can I get you folks anything? I have cookies in the bag.
Oh, yes, I'd love a...
We're good, thanks.
So, you needed help with an investigation?
Yes. My name is Detective Lynn Yosta, and these are my assistants, Frank Harrod and Danny DeComp.
Assistants?
We're private detectives.
Well, it's just easier to simplify things here.
Oh, sure, whatever you say, mister. You need to say my full name or I'm gonna snap at you.
Look, why don't you two just
So
shut—
were you acquainted with the victim, Mr. Grimley?
A victim?
Yes. We have reason to believe you were acquainted with our homicide victim, Mr. Zach Grimley. We would like to ask you some questions about your relationship.
Oh, Mr. Grimley was just the owner of a library I frequent often. We weren't close or anything.
How often would you go to the library?
I used to go quite often until about a couple of months ago. I don't know, I just had no reason to go anymore.
So, when was the last time you contacted the victim?
Oh, I don't know. I think maybe about...
Yesterday, perhaps?
Huh? No, I was just going to say, I don't think I've seen him since I stopped going to the library.
One last question, Miss Washington.
Hey, wait, we still have—
Would you consider yourself a good liar?
A good liar?
Yes, because I certainly wouldn't.
But I have not been...
Oh, I'm not so sure about that.
Whoa!
What is happening?
I don't know. He just does this sort of thing.
Now, Miss Kate Washington, you state that you haven't made contact with the victim since you last spoke a couple of months ago when you stopped going to his library, correct?
Yes?
You see, that statement is odd when we look at this envelope that we found at the scene of the crime. This envelope, presumed to have a letter inside, has your name and address on it, as well as a date from a week ago, yes? So at the very least, you were close enough to the victim to be sending letters back and forth, no?
Well...
So you and the victim were close, yes. But it seems as though you stopped sending letters a week ago. Now that leaves us with three possibilities here. First, some delivery men were taking their sweet time getting those letters where they needed to go. Second, you stopped talking for a period of time. Or, my personal favorite, you didn't need to send letters back and forth because you were meeting up in person. Judging from the shift in your stance and facial expression, I'm gonna take a guess that that last one was right on the money. Now, me, oh my, why would you two need to meet up in person? Maybe, and of course I'm just throwing out a possibility here. Perhaps he confided in you in his plan to rob the bookstore.
Huh?
I mean, I did find what you said when we first entered odd. I knew something like this would happen. Though I'm sure you were expecting slightly different news, it sounds to me like you had a feeling the police would come knocking at your door. So, Miss Washington, you feel like being a little more honest with us now?
That was certainly one way of getting information.
You get used to it after a while.
You get used to that?
No, but better to pretend I do.
Hey, my ears still work, you know.
That was amazing, Mr. DeComp! The way you flashed around presenting evidence like those fancy green letters of yours! Truly incredible!
Huh. Well, at least someone appreciates what I do.
I'm so sorry. I was so scared when I saw you guys at the entrance. I really didn't expect this to happen.
So you did know of his plan to rob the bookstore?
Yes, I did.
Then why did you not report him?
He was my friend, and I never expected him to go through with it. I'm coming. Zach, what are you doing here so late?
I didn't get them.
I didn't get them?
The new cabin wagon books.
What? Why not?
I don't know. I don't understand what has been happening lately. One day, everything is running like normal, and then the next, I have investors pulling out. Less and less people are coming in. It feels like everyone is avoiding me. And now this! I don't understand what is going on, Kate.
Calm down. Let's just think about this for a second.
I'm running out of time here, Kate. I've already got a foreclosure notice, and I just can't let this place go under.
I'm sorry, Zach. Maybe there is something we could...
Don't worry. I already have a plan.
Oh, really? How can I help?
Just, be my lookout, I suppose.
A lookout?
You know the Paul's bookstore, right? The one owned by that little frog girl?
Yeah?
Meet me there in an hour.
No. What are you planning?
I'm going to take them. A few of them from...
Zach, you can't just steal things. What the hell?
Kate, I don't have a ton of options here. I have to keep this library open. Not just for me, but for my family, okay? Besides, I heard they are getting another shipment tomorrow, so they'll probably not even miss them. Please, you have to help me out here.
No, Zach. I can help you where I can financially, but I'm not going to help you commit a crime. This is not the way to solve your problem.
Please, Kate, I'm not going to take any money. Trust me. All I need is... What is that? You already bought one.
I'm sorry, Zach. I was just a little excited to...
No, it's fine. I'll find another way. Good night, Kate.
And that's all that happened. I thought I was just going to let it go and move on, but now you're telling me that he's been killed?
Yes. Seems as though he did succeed in stealing those books. Though whoever killed him took any evidence of that crime away.
I see.
So the man really felt as though the best solution to his problem was to steal a bunch of books, huh?
I suppose he just got desperate.
Unfortunately, Miss Washington, if your statement is indeed accurate, then you will need to come with me for further questioning.
Why is that?
Her statement makes her an accomplice to his crimes. Whether it was intentional or not, she still knew about the crime and refused to report it.
But she only did that to protect her friend.
I understand that, Harrod, but we still have laws that need to be upheld. We can't cherry-pick what we let slide and what we don't. This way, Miss Washington.
I understand. Yes, sir.
So you were really gonna defend her?
Well, yeah. I know she should have reported him to the police. But that was her friend, and she was only trying to help him out the best she could.
But why do you care? You barely know her.
Doesn't mean I don't understand why she did what she did.
You and your weird notions continue to fascinate me, Harrod.
Well, you and your weird antics don't amuse me.
Hey, my antics are charming and entertaining, thank you very much.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. Whatever, DeComp.
Hey, you guys. Oh, that was cooler.
Oh yeah, I forgot about you.
Did you?
What? They were going to get called anyway. Besides, she offered them earlier, right? I thought it would snag me one.
Man, no, I want a cookie.
Not like you would be able to taste it.
You know what? That's...
Oh, can you not taste things, Mr. DeComp?
I wish.
Well, he is kind of... never mind.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, you guys gave me so much material to work with for my next story, so I'm going to get started on that. But I will totally catch up with you guys soon. See ya!
Well, what should we do now then?
Well, let's head back to that bookstore, since we were so rudely kicked out of it last time.
You know, maybe if you just acted with a bit more tact from time to time, people wouldn't quite literally throw you out of places.
Tact? But it takes so much work to consider others' feelings.
Right. Let's just get going then.
Hey, was that sarcasm?
Don't worry about it.
Alright, here we are.
Are you sure I can't just hang out with you and Uncle Lin?
Trust me, I wish you could, but this is a dangerous case. It's the last place I want my little brother hanging out. I can come and get you when I'm out for the day, though.
But you don't know when that will be, do you?
No. Maybe I could see if Marcus could. No, I forgot he has important roots today. Oh, I know. How about you go hang out in that little secret hideout of yours?
Hey, don't call it that! You make it sound weird.
Well, what else do you expect me to call it? I'm still mad you won't tell me where it is.
Well, if I did that, then it wouldn't be very secret, now would it?
Oh, come on. You can tell me.
Don't you have to get back to work?
Fine. Keep your secrets then. Just make sure you get back home before it gets too late, okay?
I will. Bye, Gracie.
Bye, and please be safe, okay?
I will!